So today we're going to be doing a little color with me in comparison. So the color me in comparison is between mini colored pencils and the Prismacolor Premier Color pencils. So for this image I am using a reference picture that will be linked in the description box below. So make sure to check that out if you are interested in drawing this picture as well. So for the butterfly, in the background I decided to use as many colors as I could, and for the branch with the flowers and leaves, I decided to limit myself to the colors that closely correspond with the colors in the mini color pack. So I'm starting off my mini colored pencil coloring with the orange, yellow, and red to color in the butterfly, and right off the bat I can tell that these colors are not as vibrant. They are not coming out as strong. They are very, very light. I feel like they have lots of filler in them because the color is just not coming out. I have to press really hard for some color to get out, and then I can't really do the layering that I could do, so blending is kind of hard. But in the smaller areas, I could definitely tell that blending wasn't as hard. It's actually a lot easier. And here I'm just using the black to kind of burnish and color in the outsides of the butterfly, like the lines and everything. And I wanted to color in and have some dots, white dots, like monarch butterflies do. But I just couldn't get my pencil to fit in all those tiny nooks and crannies. It was hard enough to color in a straight line that was skinny, so I just decided to color over them, and it was just really, really hard to get these details. I couldn't even color inside of the lines because it was so hard to color with this pencil, and I think it's solely because of the size, and I don't think it was easy. Even I tried readjusting my grip and everything, and it just wasn't coming out to be easy to use, easy to control. It was really hard to use. But for, larger, well, not larger areas, but areas that I wasn't coloring as hard, it was definitely easier to control. I'm not saying that it was easy to control. It wasn't that easy to control, but it was easier to control when I was coloring in the inner parts of the butterfly versus the outer parts of the butterfly. So for the flowers, I am using a pink and a red color. This is the same red color that I used in the monarch butterfly, and you can obviously tell that it's not that vibrant, it's not that nice, easy to use. It's different from the pinks and that I had in my Prismacolor set, so it does look a little bit different, but as you can tell, you can literally see where I'm drawing the lines, and there's so much white space, and blending is pretty hard. Like in the big flower, there is like no blending at all. There's a pretty definite line. You can kind of tell where I started and stopped coloring, and I tried my best to not do it, but it still worked. And now here I'm using the green and the light green and the dark green. Both of the greens actually blend pretty well together, so I realized that smaller areas are definitely easier to do. I noticed this with the flowers as well, but it really came to life as I was coloring the leaves and the butterfly. Also, the smaller patterns were easier to color, but the leaves were definitely some of the easiest things to color because the colors were most blendable. And then here I'm just coloring in the branches. And one other thing I noticed while coloring this in was that I had to resharpen my pencils quite a bit. They did wear down pretty easily. They surprisingly at the end didn't lose their height. They were still pretty much the same height, but I did have to sharpen them a lot. And sharpening them was no easy task. It was pretty difficult to do. It was very tedious, and it wouldn't always work. And just here I'm coloring in the background, and as I've already told you, these are not meant for large areas, so coloring the background was pretty much a pain. It worked kind of, but it still doesn't look that good. The color isn't there, it's not vibrant, you can't really see it. There's lots of white space, and the blending wasn't that good. I didn't even want to go back and fix it up because it was just so tedious to do, but I did fix it up. But for the sake of seeing how well these blend, and it did an okay job of blending, but it kind of looks like crayon just because there's so much white space. I don't know. So here's the final comparison between the two pictures. One is so much more vibrant than the other, as you will see when you compare the two pictures together. And as you'll see with a picture I took of just the color pencils themselves, you could clearly tell that they did not wear down at all, as you can see, other than the brown and the black. But the Prismacolor one is so much more vibrant than the mini color pencils. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit that like button as well as subscribe. I make new videos every Monday, so hit that bell notification to get notified when I make new videos. And comment down below. I love to read your comments. So thank you so much for watching, and remember to have a happy Monday. Bye bye!